Hello and welcome. I am the creator of a game called Money Dash. In this video, I will show you how to create a basic sprite sheet animation. Like always, here we have an empty scene. Let's begin creating an empty object to contain all our components. Here, we have a sprite sheet image that I just downloaded from Google. Let's separate our sprites. The first thing is to change the sprite mode to multiple. After we apply this change, let's open the Sprite Editor. In the Sprite Editor, let's click in Slice and set the type to Grid by Cell Count. Now, this sprite sheet have 4 rows and 4 columns. Let's set those values. To be clear, this will only work if all the sprites have the same size and they are evenly positioned in the sprite sheet. To finish, let's set the method to delete existing and click in the slice button. Here we can see our sprites separated, so let's apply the changes. Now that our sprites are separated, let's select the 4 that represent the walk down animation. Let's drag them into our scene hierarchy. This will create automatically an animation for us. Let's save this animation. The next step is to make the same with the other 3 animations. Now, let's delete the game objects created by this process. Add an sprite renderer to our character game object and assign the idle walk down image. In the animations folder, we have our animations files and an animator for each one of them. Let's keep just the animations since we will create our own character animator. Back in our character game object, let's add an animator component. And in our animations folder, let's create our own animator controller. Let's assign our animator controller to the animator component in our character game object. We could see that the first animation we put in our animator was tied to the entry state. This means that by default, it is the first animation that will be displayed. To avoid that, let's create an empty animation and call it idle. Set this animation as the default one to avoid our character move all the time. To control our animations, let's create 2 input parameters, state and direction. Our state will indicate idle or walking, depending if it have a value 0 or 1, and our direction will have a value between 0 and 3 like north, east, south and west. Let's begin to make the transitions between our animations and set the condition parameters for each one. Once we have finished offsetting our transitions, let's create a character movement script. In this video, we will avoid the movement part. You can check our video on that. Here instead of move the character, we will just change our animations. The first thing is to grab our animator component reference. Next, to change our animations, we will just set the right combination for our parameters to run them. Now, let's test and see how it works. Well, it looks good. I think this will be everything. If you found this video helpful, consider to subscribe and like, so you help others to find it.